I see nowadays I'm paranoid, hooded up, ducking out the way that the cameras point, disgraced by the tabloids, cause they say we don't have a choice, but who are they to tell us what's fact from fiction? A rise in gas emissions, see rash decisions, malnutrition and maddie pictures. They say it'll change when they catch the villains. Well, with Saddam it didn't. Still Bin Laden's hidden, it don't make a scrap of difference. The UN still dictate to the Palestinians. Tanks are driven and relieved of their ammunition. Bombs ain't bad for business. 17 years and now half of Iraq is missing. Do not be surprised by bombs in the pipeline. Watch when the time's right. You're gone bye-byes. Welcome to the zeitgeist. Modern day Einsteins. All seeing eye signs. Stay within the guidelines. The ID card ain't far from the microchips they plan to implant inside your wrist. And what really are alliances are dominant nations. They're calling the council on foreign relations. Get used to the fact they got troops in Iraq, and they're gonna be there till they removed all the gas. The larger degrees have commander-in-chiefs and private militaries that are armed to the teeth. Men in white coats that shoot particle beams, annihilate any single target they please.
Ladies and gentlemen, David Icke.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Well, what an amazing day, what an amazing event. We've got people here from India, Finland, Sweden, Canada, America, and all over Britain, and all that stuff. Iceland, yeah. And I'd like to thank everyone for coming. I'd like to thank all the crew who've made this possible, to JP and Sean. Thank you, and to Dave Elliott and all the crew that have made this possible. And also to Bill. Bill has come all the way from America. He's an American professional TV cameraman, and he's come over here to work on this event just because he believes in what we're trying to do. So thanks for Bill for coming. Thank you. And also in the audience, somewhere out there, because it all looks black to me, is a lady called Yava. Are you there, Yave? There, she's over there. Yeva used to travel with me back in the days when I used to arrive in an event. I'd put the chairs out. Yave would sit to take the tickets from people. She wouldn't take many tickets, you know, sometimes 8 or 9. They'd sit in the seats. I'd talk for hours, and then they'd leave, and I'd put the chairs out, and me and Yave would go and have a little chef or something, saying, "What's it all about, Yave? What's the point, Yave?" Well, this is the point. Because if you keep going and keep passionately moving forward for what you believe in, the tide or the sea does tend to open. It's when you think, "Oh, no, big problem, feel sorry for myself, I'm out of here." And on that very subject, before I start, 37 years ago this month, I met a lady called Linda who has been my rock ever since, right to this day. She's the one that organized this event. And I stand on the stage and do the words, but she makes it possible by working her socks off day after day, week after week. And I'd just like to take this opportunity to acknowledge the fantastic work that she's done and the contribution she's made to my life, never mind to the work that we're trying to do. So thank you to Linda. Now, free your mind. I can't hear you, so there you go. Free your mind is what the whole theme of this event is about. And, well, free our minds, because it includes mine as well. And free your mind doesn't mean believe what I say, or believe it because I say it, or take it as read. Free your mind just means opening the mind to all possibility, and then deciding what part of all possibility we choose to accept as reality. So what I'm not doing is standing up here today and saying, "I've got all the answers, here you go, here's another belief system." It's information, it's what I've compiled, it's conclusions I've come to over the last 20 years of full-time research in about 45 countries, but it's information. It's not there to be believed just because I say it. And I think I can sum it up really by what this man said. Wilhelm Reich, who was a philosopher and an inventor and what have you, and he said this: "Am I a spaceman? Do I belong to a new race on Earth bred by men from outer space in embraces with Earth women? I request my right and privilege to have such thoughts and ask such questions without being threatened to be jailed by any administrative agency of society. In the face of a rigid, doctrinaire, self-appointed, ready-to-kill hierarchy of scientific censorship, it appears foolish to publish such thoughts. Anyone malignant enough could do anything with them," and they did. Still, the right to be wrong has to be maintained. We should not fear to enter a forest because there are wildcats around in the trees. We should not yield our right to well-controlled speculation. It is certain questions entailed in such speculation which administrators of established knowledge fear. But in entering the cosmic age, we should certainly insist on the right to ask new, even silly questions, or apparently so, without being molested. 20 years ago, nearly, I decided I was going to take that right. And I'm going to continue to exercise that right to the day I leave this reality. Because if we don't defend or express our right to go into these areas that are beyond the norm, then we put ourselves in the prisons, the mind prisons, and therefore the physical prisons that those norms impose upon us. I would say this as well. This event today is not about demanding the right from authority to give us our freedom. My freedom all freedom is our natural and eternal right, not the gift of some dark suit or uniform to decide if it's going to give it to us or not. And so this is also not a day for being intimidated and frightened by this big brother crap and all these goons in uniform who seek to impose someone else's will upon us. It's just about exposing the way they're seeking to enslave us so we can see the game and therefore not play it. In fact, my attitude to Big Brother can be summed up thus: